This is another episode of Couch Chats. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. What's it called?
Why are you asking me? You just had this conversation.
There we go.
Okay,
Couch conversations. Okay,
Shoo!
This guy's ad-libbing.
Okay, I'm Tabi, so who are you?
I'm Manda.
Who are you?
Billy.
And then we have...
Ghost.
Okay guys, so today we're talking about, do you believe in soulmates?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I am not going first.
I think the youngest goes first.
Yeah, you sit down.
The youngest goes first. What do you know about soulmates at such a young age?
No comment.
I'm not going
Be
first.
surprised. Not the same. Fuck off.
Okay.
Do I believe in soulmates? No, I don't believe in soulmates. Probably, if you meet someone and then you grow, you can turn them into a soulmate. But there's no person just roaming the world who is
Waiting for you.
naturally a soulmate. Yeah, that's just what I think.
Fair answer.
Do I believe in soulmates? Nah. I don't think so, bro. Cause like, if I meet my soulmate now, and then God forbid, we date and then she dies, does that mean that I don't have a soulmate anymore? You know what I mean? So I just think it's a thing of people being compatible, not a thing of soulmates. You know, so yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Okay, Ghost, go ahead.
Ghost.
Guys, I put him on the spotlight, but okay. I agree with both Mandla and Billy. I don't think there's someone who's literally significant to you and you only. Because if you look at, let's say you're a person who actually dates for, who has like long-term relationships where you have 3 exes, each of 3 to 4 years. Like,
That's tiring.
that's, imagine. So would you say all 3 of them were your soulmates?
Nah.
You know, so I really also don't think there's a person who's really for you, but it just depends on how compatible you guys are to each other.
Okay, I have a question.
Shoot.
What do you guys, like, okay, soulmate, what does that mean to you? Like, what is a soulmate?
I guess a soulmate is easily classified as someone who's compatible to you.
Okay, can I come with a theory?
Go ahead.
You know how like when you like put in puzzle pieces together,
Yeah.
and like one looks a certain way and this one looks totally different to this one, but then they can still come together and become one. I think that's what a soulmate is. Like, you guys complement each other regardless of how different you guys are. There's just certain elements that just go well with each other, like in terms of like personality traits, principles, and values. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Mantla.
I don't know. I feel like I have a slightly different take on it. A soulmate is like a feeling, not necessarily a person. Like, if you hit it off with a person, like so much so that you're like, you know what, I don't see myself committing to someone else in my life, or see myself, being or feeling this way with any other person, then that's like a soulmate connection. But like, yeah, to go back to what I said in the beginning, it's very difficult to like pinpoint an individual and be like, yep, that's my soulmate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I believe in soulmates. I think they're real.
What makes
And I
you
don't
say
even
this?
think soulmate is necessarily like a romantic partner. I don't think it's always like romantic. I think it can also be like friendship wise. That's just how I look at it. And it's just like, with me, I think I have a very different perspective when it comes to love.
Everything.
But it's like, love isn't a feeling. It doesn't just happen, right?
It's a decision.
It's a decision, a choice that you make every single day. Nah,
It
for
is.
real.
It is.
For
You
real.
learn to
I know
love
about
someone.
Like
that,
you
no.
like when it comes to love, like if you actually want to have a long lasting relationship, like long lasting, it's a decision that you make every day. Like, I'll give you guys an
That's
example.
cap right there.
Let me cook. Okay, sorry, Ghost.
What's the whole point now?
We'll beep you out.
What's the whole point?
We'll beep it. But listen, me and you are related, right? Like we're brother and sister. I don't always like you. You don't always like me. You know, like we get on each other's nerves, right? But we still decide to love each other. And with us, it's like we kind of have to because we are
there's
related,
no choice,
right?
yeah.
No choice.
But in relationships, there's nothing really holding you together
That's why
except the
it's easy-
commitment.
That's why it's easy to be like.
So
you're
that's
not-
why it's a choice. Yeah, that's why it's a choice to, even when it's hard, even when you don't like them. Because, guys, let me be honest, ne? With my ex, guys, I didn't like him. Like the second time around, I didn't like him.
So why were you with
Nah, listen.
Is this the current one?
Which one?
Okay, but it's fine.
Which one?
Yeah.
Well, beep it all out. It's not that serious. Beep.
That's so much work. Yo.
Okay, so which one?
No, it's fine. I forgot his name.
The rapper?
Not the rapper.
No, not the recent one. No, not him.
Are you talking about the rapper?
Yeah, I'm talking about the rapper.
You dated the rapper like 4 times, didn't you?
Dog, it's been me. But anyways, you know what happened, The first time we dated, yo guys, I fell head over heels. My first time ever being in love, I was like, wow. Ne? I chopped, then he ended things. And so it's like, I went through like the stages of grief where I was like grieving the relationship because I thought it was over. Then one day he just came back. Here he is. So it's like, there was a disconnect in my mind and my heart. It was like, my brain was like, nah, he's gone. But my heart was like, he's right, cha. So I was trying to like piece them together. And it's like, because I cared, because I loved him, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Even though it doesn't feel good now, I'm gonna make it work because I care. And so it's like, I made him so great in my head. Like, no one is brilliant, no one is amazing, it's you. So it's like, soulmates, it's you. Like, your love, it's all about like how you see the person. It's your perspective. So it's not like, yeah, there's just one person in the world who is just destined for you, they're made for you. No, that's not the case. It's you.
Don't you guys think that the idea of soulmates kind of like closes the opportunity for you to learn to love somebody else? And when you then go into a new relationship, there's a thing of you comparing people because now, oh snap, my ex did this and you don't do this. So,
But I think to answer the comparing part, I think comparing is always going to be there.
yeah,
Because you're also trying to find something that's new and not what you used to. But the moment you see the pattern being the same as your past pattern, it becomes a tricky thing. That's where your trust issues come apart. That's where all the negative things come apart. So it's a tricky one.
facts.
It's really a tricky one.
Do you compare?
Guys, I think my thing, like, my perspective is weird.
Oh no, it's an episode. Welcome.
That's crazy.
I think my perspective is really weird because I've never been one to date. Like, I think I've like seriously dated one person, right? And it was the ex. So it's like, in times where I would compare, it was solely because I wasn't over him. Do you understand? It was a thing of like, yo, damn, like I'd use other people to get over it type of thing. So it's like, I don't really have an experience where I was like, oh, but like my ex used to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. No, I don't really have that. So I can't speak.
I mean, yeah, to like answer Billy's question, if you do believe in soulmates, then like you're sort of subjecting yourself to comparison, because if you've met your first like love, which they say you don't forget, you really don't.
Which is true.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
they sort of set the standard, you know, they set the standard and you're like, okay, this is what it feels like to be like
be in
truly in love, yeah. Even though there's good and there's bad, and then you meet another person and then it's like, it's unfair to them because then you're sort of basing them off of the previous standard that another person set, your soulmate, or the person who made you feel like this is a soulmate type of like vibe or connection.
Just to I don't know if it's a question or a statement, but just to add my 2 cents, I feel like even before you start dating the new person, throughout your talking stage, you should be able to see if is this person better or not. That's where you pick up your differences, if she's actually better than your past or she's going to remind you of your past again.
And then that leads you to like hanging on to the same person.
Exactly.
all
You know what
the
I
time.
think? I think like each and every single person, when they go into a new relationship, they should just start on a clean slate altogether.
I think that's impossible.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you should at least try, bro.
It's impossible. I think you can try, but
Yeah.
then to simply erase everything and start on a clean slate is like the most impossible thing ever.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, because like I've like one thing that I realized about people is we are constantly projecting. Like the way that I speak and talk and act, it's literally like this person that I am. It's been created by past experiences,
Facts.
whether good or bad. So it's like to say, yeah, erasing, no, that's not a thing. Also, I have a question for you guys. When you go into a relationship, what are you chasing? Are you chasing like the feeling of love, or do you have like a specific end goal? Like, do you say, okay, I want this and this and this?
That's tricky.
I think at the end of the day, for me personally, it's all about the growth and the understanding that comes into being together, being with each other. Like just having your comfortable and uncomfortable conversations at any given time, growing with each other, learning each other's habits on a daily basis, working around your perfections and imperfections with each other, yeah. But most important, I go for the growth, and if the love is there, let's see if the growth is there.
Okay, so then would you say anybody could fill that role then?
Not everyone, because I'm very picky. I'm very picky with who I date, and I'm very picky with who I date, because it's not just about dating anyone who's willing to grow. Everyone wants to grow at the end of the day, but it also has to be with someone who understands you and you understand them. You can't just be with anyone just for the sake of Nana wants to grow, so let me grow with her. But it has to make sense. Like if we're compatible for each other, then it makes sense. Let's go for it. Because if it was just anyone, I guess no one would have a type, but we'll just date any random person.
Facts.
Okay, Mantla?
I mean, yeah, like Spirit said, when I go into a relationship, it's sort of like I need to find someone who's going to push me to be a better individual, a better partner, a better brother, sister, son, like in every aspect of my life, wherever they meet like shortcomings or whatever. Like I need to be with someone who can be like, babe, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like someone who can like not necessarily put me in check, but like make me realize how I can be better. Someone who like can communicate with me. Not someone not a pillow princess. I don't need a pillow princess, literally and figuratively, in a relationship. Like I need to bounce off of you. I need like that love, because that's how I am. That's how I come. So I need someone to pause. That's how I need someone to match who I am as a person. And then
Okay, with me, going into relationships, I always look for like a life partner. Like I believe in like purposeful dating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to date just for vibes and then
after a certain age.
Yeah, I think when you're still young, like high school,
Yeah.
that's who's like, she's
That's for
pretty,
vibes.
she likes me, let's date for vibes. Then you find another one, she's pretty, she likes me, let's date for vibes. But at some point in your life where you start growing and you start putting your life together, it's like, shit is getting real now. I can't just be sharing my attention with
Energy.
8 different girls, you know? So it's like, you have to be on a right path of growing.
So looking at like longevity, like it has to be a thing of Wuti. We'll be able to pour into each other's cups without compromising each other. Like if it happens, God forbid, if it happens that we break up, I mustn't be a totally different person. Like I mustn't be like the quality of Billy mustn't deteriorate. It should like be elevated. You know what I mean? I should be able to say thank you
She built me,
for being with me instead of F you. You know what I mean? Like so yeah, that's basically my perspective when it comes to like going into like a relationship.
Because I saw this one clip where this guy, like it was also like a podcast, And this guy was talking to these like girls, right? And like I think they're like friends or some shit, I don't know. But he was basically saying like the ways in which men and women approach relationships are very different. So in terms of women, it's like they kind of have an ideal mold, or like they have an ideal of what they want, right? And so what they do is they can make any man fit into that, because they will like compromise their boundaries or compromise whatever to make them fit into that. Whereas with men, it's kind of the other way around. It's like you have an ideal person rather than scenario. So I was just asking, like,
Isn't that low-key toxic for women, though?
yeah, I think so. Because I feel like this is going to be a whole different thing. But, like, as women from birth, from a young age, you're always kind of told to make yourself smaller to make everyone around you more comfortable. It's like always everyone else above you in most cases. So I think that's just something that, like, we're taught as women. That we carry into, like, a love or whatever the fuck.
So are you simply saying, correct me if I'm wrong, are you saying that women settle for less?
Yeah. This is another episode of Couch Chats.